What's up, world? It's your girl Ebonée, aka the Princess of New York, and I am back with another interview. Now, today's guest is shaking things up in the indie circuit with songs like Why and I Rap. Stick around for Allweyz1oo. Allweyz1oo is in the building. What's up? How you doing?
I'm good. How you?
I am fabulous. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
All right, so let's jump right into the pot because that's how I like to get down. Tell my friends at home a little bit about who you are, your history, and tell us what you do.
Basically, I'm an artist from Richmond, Virginia. I've been in New York for about 7, 8 years now.
Okay.
I'm an artist. I also do camera work. I do mixing and mastering. I edit my own videos, but my main focus is my music. So I'm a hip hop artist, a little bit of singing here and there, but that's about it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You jumping a little bit ahead of me, but I'm gonna pick up those pieces, a little bit. We're gonna take one thing at a time. Tell me about your music. When did you start your music? Is it when you were back in VA or when you moved up here?
I started writing back when I was in Virginia, but I really got serious with it when I came to New York. Like really started doing showcases and stuff like that. Because New York has more opportunities for you to showcase your talent. You know what I mean? Like so, in Virginia it was more of like just a kind of like a fun thing to do, but I took it more so serious when I got up here. So yeah.
Okay. What got you into music?
Life. It was a way for me to express myself. Like I'm not that big of a talker, so I use my music to let people understand where I'm coming from, what I've been through, stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So when did you start writing?
I started writing when I was probably like 15, 16.
Okay.
Little nonsense poems here and there, turn them into rhymes, and then I would freestyle with my homies growing up back in the day. But yeah, but like really started writing probably about like 6, 7 years ago.
Okay. Okay. So what is like? I know you say you're into hip hop. You do a little bit of singing, but what's your favorite genre?
Yeah, hip hop would be my favorite genre. But sometimes it depends on the mood. Like sometimes I might want to hear reggae every now and then. That's my parents' roots. They're both from Jamaica.
Okay.
But yeah, mainly hip hop. Sometimes R&B if I'm in the mood for it. Yeah, like I stated, it just all depends on how I'm feeling at the moment. Yeah, but I'll listen to anything, even bluegrass. Don't matter. I'll listen to everything.
Okay, that's what's up. Do you put a little bit of everything in your music, or do you just keep it, in the hip hop world? Do you do a little trap? Do you do like
everything? My latest album, Focus, that's out on all major music outlets. I have a Spanish record on there. I have a record with an artist from Africa on there.
Oh, dope. Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of a little bit of everything. I have a singer from Alabama. He's on there. Shout out my brother Sammy Cocas. So yeah, I try to stay versatile. Like my last album, I just wanted to have a song on there for everybody. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely.
Okay. Now, like you say, you have the Spanish song. So is that like the reggaeton?
No, like Spanish, like
bachata and salsa and all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay, and the African song, is that like Afro beats or is that like traditional?
Like traditional. Yeah, like the artist that I did it with, he's straight from Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah. His name is Eze. We did a song called Migo. He contacted me through Instagram and we just made a great song. It's a really good song. I love that song. So yeah, make sure you guys go check that out.
Where can we check that out, by the way?
The album Focus is on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, anywhere. Just type in Allweyz1oo, it's gonna pop up. I guarantee you. So.
Got it. And Allweyz1oo, that's ALLWEYZ1OO. Alright, so make sure you check them out. Alright, so tell me, when you got to New York, I know you started studying music in school. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I moved to New York. I went to Nassau Community College. I got a degree in music studio tech. So basically, they taught us how to like mix and master music, the history of being in the business, and you know what I mean, like the law part of it and stuff like that. So I really learned a lot to touch my mental to things that I didn't know about. It's not as simple as just making music however you want. You know what I mean? So it was a great learning experience. I did it for like 2-3 years. Yeah, and graduated with that. So I'm happy for that because it gave me a lot of knowledge a lot of stuff that I taught myself hands on because like with the school is kind of more so old school. But you just take that and apply it to what's going on today, and you're fine.
So when you say the school is old school, what do you mean?
Well, like my teacher at the time, he would talk about like the Beatles and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like he knew them and like worked with them, so he had that kind of mindset. You know what I mean? He wasn't really like, and a lot of students in the class were like up to date with like the hip hop and stuff that's going on. So you kind of had to like take what he's teaching you and put a little bit of year 2000s on it. You know what I mean?
Right, a little spin on it. Who are some of your inspirations?
Artists that I listened to growing up, like T.I., Jeezy. I really like T.I. He's an influential person. I like what he does for his community now. I like the intellect that he has, how he talks, his demeanor. Like he's a street guy, but like at the same time, like he can talk to you like from a Webster's dictionary. You know what I mean? Like we're very
he's educated. A lot of common sense.
Him, any artist that came from the bottom that just really didn't give up on themselves and kept pushing. Artists like Meek Mills, Cardi B. List can go on and on. Just I really try to listen to everybody because everybody has their own story. You know what I mean? So yeah, I really like what's another artist that I really like? Chris Brown. He's from the same state I'm from. Shout out my man CB. You know what I mean?
What's up, Chris?
I like his passion. He any artist that has stayed relevant from when I was in middle school till now, and they still lit and still doing their thing.
That's a big thing, especially in music. It's hard to reinvent yourself in music. It's hard to do that. So big ups to the people who can do that. So what are some of the things, or who are some of the people that motivate you, you know, in music?
People that motivate me in music, it's just like I stated, anybody that's just like just doing everything right, like just putting out good music, giving back to the community. Whenever they get interviewed, they're being positive and not head gas and full of themselves. You know what I mean? That like anytime they speak, I can pick up something from them. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to single out names. I don't want to sit and try to think of a list. But it's just in general those people. You know what I mean? That's basically it for me. Yeah.
What motivates you musically?
Me, that it's a way for me to express myself. That I look at it, and even though everybody knows, like, yeah, when you make it, you get a lot more money and this, that, and the third. Like, so in a sense, like to provide a better future for myself, for my daughter. You know what I mean? And I'm a giving person, so to be able to give back to those less fortunate. It's a motivation for me to work that hard to get to where I want to be. You know what I mean? And just my friends and my family, because they never want me to give up on myself. They're always asking me, yo, when's the next show? When's the next? Are you coming out with a music video for this? Yo, this is my favorite song. They'll send me little Snapchats every once in a while. They're bumping in their car. So it's like little things like that keep me motivated to keep going. You know what I mean? So all of those things, the different artists, my family, friends. They keep me motivated to make music.
Now, I don't know if I asked you this, but how did you come up with the name Allweyz1oo?
I got the name from my uncle. He told me that to always be 100, to keep it 100, because I always try my best to tell the truth. I'm not a liar. So that statement right there just stuck with me. Always be 100, always 100. So I just took that name and I just rolled with it, made it into an artist name. Spelled it differently. And that's it.
Okay. Now, I want to ask you, was there ever a time when you thought, you know what, maybe this music thing ain't for me, or a time when you just kind of like put it down? And
plenty times. Yeah, I've had my times where I think the biggest letdown for any artist is to like be really happy or hype about a show or whatever, and there's nobody really there. Or you end up going dead last after everybody left already or whatever. I've been through all of that. You know what I'm saying? And those kind of situations are very discouraging, you know? And it can make you not want to do what you are so passionate about anymore, you know? I've done shows that I've been hype about and nobody could make it to when I get there and nobody's really there. It wasn't promoted right, whatever the case might be. Like, that would make you go home that night and be like, yo, I don't want to do this no more. It's a waste of my time. I could have been doing something else. you know. And then sometimes you might even make a record that you're so confident about, and you let a few people hear it or let the world hear it, you don't get the feedback that you're expecting or whatever. So yeah, I've been through a few situations where had high expectations but been let down, you know. But that's what keeps you motivated. You gotta test yourself, and life is gonna test you, you know. So.
So tell me about some of the music that you're working on now.
Well, right now I'm mainly pushing my album right now, Focus. There's 2 songs that I'm pushing. One is from a previous album, and one is from an album I have out now. One is called Can I Flex? That's from my album Division, and the other one is called I Rap, and that's from my album I have out now called Focus. But I'm also pushing out another record. The music video came out for that. It's called Guess Who's Back.
Okay.
So that's basically the intro to my album, just letting everybody know your boy is back, you know, making music. 'Cause I took a break for a little while, so yeah, so I'm back on it.
Okay. Now, why did we take a break?
Just life, you know. Just I had to get a few things in order. Still adjusting to being a father, all those kind of things. You know what I mean? So, it was almost a point that I was gonna quit rapping, but I knew I wouldn't have been happy with myself. You know what I mean? Music is what I love. It's what I love to do. So I have to just keep pushing and not letting anything or anybody discourage me. You know what I mean? So that's basically it.
What was it about that particular time that made you kind of like bust that U-turn and say, you know what, nah, I need to get back into the studio. I need to get back to my craft.
Watching everybody else, honestly, like just watching my favorite celebrities still doing their thing, or other artists that I knew still doing showcases and shows, and seeing all these things that I could be a part of or be at or be supporting or whatever, and I chose to let my inner negativity get the best of me and not do it. You know what I'm saying? It was just taking a toll on me that even though I was taking a break and focusing on doing other things, I personally wasn't happy. You know what I mean? So, and I'm all about that. So I need to stay happy, stay motivated. So it kind of steered me back into getting into my music, and I'm glad I did, because I feel a lot more fulfilled and feel like myself again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely.
Wasn't there a story about how you kind of like your studio that you and your dad built is like right there? Like, so what's the story behind that?
Yeah, I have a studio in my house, in-home studio that my father built, and it just sits there. It was just sitting there in my living room or whatever. I walk past it all the time, and it's just like I never touched it, never bothered with it. Just would go in my room or stay in the living room, do whatever. And I really felt like my studio had it out for me. Like, yo, bro, you just gonna keep walking past me. You're not gonna make no more music, no nothing. Like, you know. And then it just hit me that, like, yo, get back in the booth, man. Like, you're going through so much, put it on the beat. You know what I mean? So it got me back into the music and back to being myself.
All right. So with that, just hold that thought. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna take a look. Hold that thought. We're gonna take a look at a clip from Guess Who's Back.
You think we on the range? You haters we can see. I'm just getting to it. Yeah, I was written to it. You know it. Talking that paper, done with the fake, cause we at the top and nothing can take us. So you mad? Oh, you mad? Get to the bag. Get to the bag. Ain't stressing no chick. Never that. They come with the chips. They come with the chips. Ready to dip. Ready to dip. Come to the VIP. Come on, babe. Know that we lit. Know that we lit. Quit running your lip. Quit that. 100 back, full effect. Yeah, you know that top shotter. If you fall, we the crutches. You the bro, you know I got you. Whoa. Guess who's back? Yeah, I never left. Never left. I've been scheming to the millions, cashing checks. Big money. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? I never left. I never left. They was sleeping, must be tweaking, man. I'm nothing like the rest. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? I never left. Never left. I've been scheming to the millions, cashing checks. Big money. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? I never left. Never left. They was sleeping, must be tweaking, man. I'm nothing like the rest. I got no time to be wasting. No discrimination, but I love blue faces. Understand your placement. I got friends and I got bros. I know women and I know thoughts. Quit claiming you keep it real. When it's time, you know you flop to the top of the charts. Man, you know that we gon' be there. Man, we here. Let's be clear. There's no way that you compare.
Alright, so that was a clip of Guess Who's Back. Now, I want to just take a couple steps back, because you had mentioned another track that you did called I Rap. Now, I saw the video for that. I saw a couple of clips. I want to talk about the meaning behind that song and the visuals. Like, what was the deeper meaning in it? What's the story?
Basically, I Rap was me speaking to myself and speaking to artists, and at the same time having a story play in the background. Me speaking to myself was just like pre-motivating myself to keep going and do the right thing, you know what I'm saying? And just talking to other rappers about what's going on out in the world. And like, even though the rappers are talking about drugs and killing and this, that, and the third, it doesn't have to be those kind of things. And you don't have to take that route to get to where you want to be in life. So I gotta make sure y'all watch the video. Shout out my boy Skinny the Nerd. It's a very motivational, intellectual story behind that music video. One of my favorite songs. So basically it's telling rappers like, you might rap, but I rap and I keep it real. You know, 'cause I feel like a lot of people don't keep it real in their raps, so speak the truth or talk about things they've gone through. So I like to talk about stuff that people can relate to. You know what I mean? So definitely gotta check that out and see for yourself.
Make sure you check it out. I'm gonna put a link somewhere in the cards up top somewhere. I don't know what side it's on. On one of these sides, I'm gonna put a link up there so you can check out the video. You're gonna really love it. I know I enjoyed it. One part that I like the ending for sure. Because when I got to the end, and I was like, oh, thank God. You know what I'm saying? So I really like that.
Yeah, it's a little twist at the end.
Yeah, I like that. So just stick around for the plot twist. I like that. So let's fast forward a little bit, because I know you have BMM, Brothers Making Moves. So tell me a little bit about that. What inspired that?
BMM, Brothers Making Moves, is basically my team, my street team. Basically how it sounds is just us making moves, always out and about, whether one of us is DJing, promoting an event, recording an event, I'm performing, doing a speech, speaking to the kids, whatever the case might be. It basically came about like when I bought my own camera for myself to start recording like my radio interviews. But then as it progressed, like people liked my camera work, like my editing skills and stuff like that. So I used it to branch out to do other things like photo shoots for people, promo videos for people, other artists, music videos. So it's kind of like the background of Allweyz1oo. Kind of like how Drake has OVO. That's basically what it is. So it's kind of like, that's just like my own street team. Like, you know what I mean? Like how Floyd Mayweather has the money team. Like everybody has their 3-letter abbreviation team behind it.
Right, like I got CRE.
Exactly. Exactly. So, you know what I mean? So that's basically, that's all that is. It's my little street team, my backup team. So when we make it big, you can cop your BMM t-shirts, sweatshirts, socks, hats, all of that.
Get the merch. Get the merch.
While it's cheap now, before it gets too expensive.
Trying to tell you. Alright, so listen. Now we talked about how you kind of like marry, you know, your sounds together, being from Virginia but living in New York. Is there like, do you feel like there's like a big difference between the two and the marriage of the two? Yeah,
there's a difference. Like in Virginia, I feel like there's a lot more support. Like if people see you doing your thing, they support you more. But there's not that many opportunities to showcase your talent in Virginia. As much as it was back then when I was living there. There's more opportunities now. But back when I first started rapping, like it would be a showcase like once in a blue moon, like at a county fair or something like that. So when I moved to New York and I'm like, oh, it's a showcase here, a showcase there, you can perform here. If you know the right people, you can end up on the radio, you can open up for this artist. They don't really give you those opportunities down south. But the bad part is like in New York, everybody does music up here. So when you try to do music and connect with people, it's not really an envious thing, but the support isn't as strong. Because I wouldn't say everybody's looking out for themselves, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, your music's dope, but I got to focus on my music career too. You know what I mean? That's how everybody's mind mentality is out here. Like down south, you could do a show and wow a crowd, and out of that 50 people, 10 of those people are going to come to your next show just because. That's how Virginia is and how they show love. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a pros and cons kind of thing. I wouldn't say I prefer more one than the other, but I definitely love the fact that New York has so many opportunities and so many people that you can meet and connect with that's on the same level as you, and you build with them and work together. Definitely.
Where can we see Allweyz1oo in the next 5 years?
On TV.
Okay. So you're just going to kind of like graduate from Indy and just...
Yeah, that's the goal. I really just want to get to that point where, you know what I'm saying, I can build a better future for myself, my family, get back to the community, do all the right things, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really have, like, that major drug money backing behind me, and I can just do whatever I want, when I want to, however I want to, you know what I mean? It's just, I'm just another hardworking dude just chasing after a dream. So in 5 years from now, I just really want to see myself more established, more well known, doing more things, more shows. You know what I mean? Just giving back any way that I can, basically.
Okay. I love that energy, man.
Thank you.
Tell me, do you have any gems that you'd like to impart to my friends at home regarding music or just life in general?
Never give up on yourself. No matter how many times you feel discouraged, how many people come to your shows, how many people buy your merchandise, your views, your likes, your comments, don't pay attention to anything about that. Just stay focused and just keep working hard, because your life can change tomorrow. So it's really just about following your dreams, following your heart, and most importantly, consistency.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Now, before we go, tell my friends at home how they can follow you, where to follow you, how to book you, whether it's musically or for BMM.
You can find me on any social outlet, mainly Instagram. It's Allweyz, the number 1 and 2 letter O's. You can hit my booking manager, La Loca, at gmail.com. Follow the Brothers Making Moves on Instagram, Brothers Making Moves, BMM. Same with my handle, is the same on SoundCloud, Twitter, Tidal, Spotify, anywhere. You just type it in. You can just type it in on Google. It's a whole bunch of stuff that's gonna pop up. So follow me.
All right, there you have it. Please make sure you follow my boy, Allweyz1oo. Thank you so much for coming, stopping by. I loved your energy. I loved us chopping it up. I'm gonna have to have you here next time.
Definitely.
All right, cool. So that is the end of our show, unfortunately. As I said, make sure you follow my boy, Allweyz1oo. Make sure you follow me, Ebonée Forever, on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Ms. Ebonée Online. And until next time, y'all, stay fabulous. Peace.